Good morning, my friends. Just a quick note of appreciation. I'm just out here meditating, being grateful for all that I have, um, all that I give, all that I receive, and especially for God and for my sobriety. Um, and just thinking about, I guess, I'm pretty removed from politics and um, a little bit of this protesting and stuff about the No Kings thing, which is funny because somebody mentioned it yesterday. I'd not heard anything about it. I didn't even know what No Kings meant. And I'm actually really grateful for that because I used to work for the media, and I'm no longer a part of that. I don't feel called to that. And I know some people might feel that that's irresponsible, but after a lot of praying and meditating on this, I really don't feel it is. I think it's what's most important for us being responsible members of this human community here on earth is that we get clarity through sobriety. We tune into our hearts and we follow our calling, and God will take care of the rest. So yes, there are those who are called to politics and there are those who are not. And I'm called to love and service to others where God leads me. And I'm grateful for every opportunity of service that flows into my life and feels in the flow. But the reason I jumped on to make this video was I just want to say how grateful I am for AA because I've traveled around, looked for communities that resonated with our message. And I say my wife and I, this is all very important to us, being of service to God. And I found some great church communities, but politics seems to leak in on one side or the other, always seems to get in. And I love that AA, while I know I read something the other day about it not being compared to a church group, but it does feel like church to me, my group. And I love that it's protected from politics and that's really not something we talk about in there. And so all people can come together. There's even a line I love in the big book where it says, be quick to see where religious people are right. And I would include politics in that. So instead of looking for what's wrong in politics or what's wrong with various religions, I tend to look for what's right. And that to me is how we find the God in the situation, the love in the situation, and be able to best serve in the way we're called to serve. So I am so glad to be able to share these messages with you and be on this path of awakening and ascension with you, that I've found sobriety to be how to really start to move that along and get out of this loop of insanity I was in for so long, focused on the wrong things when really I just needed to be focused on one thing. And so yeah, that's it. I love you guys, and that's it. I'm really grateful, glad to be here.